They thought the rumors would stick. The talk is their lies just hit a wall, and the universe is about to publicly vindicate you. You are untouchable. Hey there, I'm Katsumi, and this is a collective reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. The energy in this spread is focused on justice and reputation for some reason. That's also coming through. And right now, the word coming through is honor. I'm also hearing that your integrity speaks louder than their gossip. So let's find out what other messages are coming through. And starting off, you got temperance in the upright position. So there's something to do with emotional alchemy at work, and there's like a lot of fiery emotions that are cooling into understanding and compassion. It feels like people are finally beginning to understand who you are as a person, and it's perhaps taken them quite a while to do so as well. It's as though you're being publicly vindicated, is what I heard. And you're kind of in this very peaceful, I heard somber state for some reason. You really just focused on you, and it appears as well, even during the pre-poll, that you're very focused on your material goods. It would seem that you're reclaiming your sense of abundance from the inside out, and that's really allowing you to find true wealth and true abundance from within. But there's quite a bit of arrogant individuals who are kind of like, a little destructive is what I'm hearing. It's like they're unrestrained emotions, like they lack emotional intelligence at this time, so much so that it feels like their pride is blinding them into potential pitfalls or potential ruin. They're almost like in this very angry state, very reckless state, and that Knight of Wands energy in the reverse just signifies that they're almost like I almost get like the word stubborn for some reason, but you come off as this person who's like very integrated, very adaptable, very almost like you're in this blissful state of being. Like you're in this balance with that temperance. You're in this sense of flow, and Sagittarius might be of significance there as well. But you're just full of prosperity and generosity. It almost feels like you are constantly giving to people, right? And I feel as though as you're giving, you hope to receive, after some point in time. It feels as though like you're constantly giving, but in a very healthy way, but in a way that people are able to thrive. And people are very grateful and very, I feel like they're very like I felt the word charm is coming through in that too. Like there's some sort of energetic exchange occurring in the energies there. Like if this was in the reverse, there'd be like some sense of inequality, but people don't see that from you. People see that you're very decisive. You understand that if you give to others, you will receive tenfold, and you're full of prosperity, and you're bringing prosperity despite these arrogant individuals in your circumstances. It's almost as though like their arrogance and very like destructive behavior, their malicious behavior aimed towards you didn't actually do much. If anything, it backfired and led to more of your prosperity. It looks like you're going to be gaining some financial abundance in that. Like it's as though like there's some sort of karmic justice coming through, which is really nice to see, because it feels like after a period of time you've just been minding your own business, doing your own thing, and you're focused on you, and justice is going to be received because of that. It also feels like with that word honor coming through, it's as though your reputation is solidified now. It also feels like your name's been cleared publicly, and there's been like some sort of exposure to a lot of lies too, from what it feels like. Because nine of clubs here, well, actually nine of spades, sorry. That kind of just signifies nightmares, problems, worry, guilt. Like perhaps you felt a little bit of that in the beginning of these energies here because of this arrogant figure who tried to put you in this pitfall, tried to present some sort of falsehoods around you. But now you're just coming forth with this Three of Hearts energy, which is like that joy and company. You finally are able to celebrate. You're finally able to have solid friendships come along too. And things are just really picking up for you. I'm also feeling like with this destructive behavior, people are kind of like making themselves be known from all the deceit that they've their harshness, some of the deceit that they've played out. They almost seem impatient to many as well. It feels like they've played, I've heard played the fiddle, like their harsh words and condescending aura, maybe not only alienating, alienating. Why is this so hard to say? Maybe that's like, maybe it's almost like hard to speak up in the alienation that they've presented towards you and others. But finally, I'm hearing that you spoke up for yourself. Many people around you are feeling this too, like some sort of cynicism in some way. It's almost as though like with this Queen of Swords energy, it feels like it's almost like this conflict. It's like very dishonest, you know? Like like it almost feels like you're being discerning, but at the same time, through your discernment, you're gaining clarity in the background, while their harshness is like the flip side of it, like the flip of the coin almost. It almost feels like you're also in this like observant state, like you're just kind of just chill, while they're very like impatient and rushing into certain actions without thinking it through. It's like, it's as though they said something and they were so impatient to just pause and reassess the situation that they just decided to go say something silly, and it didn't quite work out the way that they planned. Like they come across as someone who's arrogant and thoughtless, someone who didn't quite do things responsibly, is what I'm hearing as well. Yeah, it's created some delays for you for a period of time. It might have frustrated you as well, because during this period of delay, there's a lot of like, you know, hesitation towards certain actions occurring. There's postponements to promises that were made to you, perhaps. Just a lot of just things maybe mounting into like not really unfolding quickly or running smoothly as expected. I'm hearing things are still wrapping up. Justice. Some reason I wanted to flip this, but I feel as though it's almost like some injustices are happening. Oh, that's interesting. Even the orientation of this, it's almost like you've had injustice for a period of time, whereas what this person is doing, you're finally going to get that justice through the harshness of their words. It's almost as though you've had to trust in the order of truth and consequences. Balance is finally being restored and will be restored. There's also some sense of like just corruption in all of that injustice. It feels like you've had to almost like be on this like weird seesaw of like, it's almost like, you know, like when you're like taking a scale and you're balancing the scales, like, is your heart as light as a feather kind of thing. It's almost as though like corruption and bias like clouded the moment for a bit, and like all this postponement happened, but you're going to find fairness and balanced resolutions in the near future. Really interesting. Seven of Clubs. Also, there's like a lot of defense coming in too. A lot of conviction and strong belief with that Seven of Clubs. I really feel as though someone spoke up for themselves. It's almost like you spoke up for many others as well, not only yourself, but behind your actions, it's almost like you revealed the corruption. You exposed the sources of the lies. With that Ace of Diamonds, it also feels as though like you're going to be jumping into some new project for some reason. It feels as though some people are reassessing your value, reassessing your worth. You might also be thinking about going into new projects soon too, related to your home, related to your job. I heard career, like a lot of career stuff, and you're full of integrity right now as well. Yeah, and you're setting the standard through your calm, principled leadership and sound judgment. It feels as though someone tried to do something without integrity, like it was very irrational, very controlling. Like they brought up something related to maybe like your tone or the way that you dress or the way that you present yourself. But really, you're just being your natural, authentic self. And they're pinpointing things that are not related to forward thinking or movement, but you're pinpointing things that are related to like just the overall like power dynamics of the situation, things that seem unfair, things that don't necessarily elevate the collective is what I'm hearing. It's as though like this corruption is like something that is like based on power. Power dynamics is what I heard. And you are reassessing certain situations because of that. And I feel as though people are almost kind of scared if you're going to jump ship. And that's what I heard. People are afraid to lose you right now. Afraid to, like, almost like... It's almost like a trade-off. It feels like a... What is it? Like an ultimatum of some kind? Something to do with that. Not necessarily as though you made an ultimatum, but it feels as though, like, they want to keep both parties happy. But at the same time, it's like... You can't, you know? It's either, you know, it's almost like pick a side. That's what I'm hearing. Also, there's during this time of stillness, during this time of pause, it feels as though you're mastering something. You're doing quite a bit with this Eight of Pentacles vibes. It's like you're very focused, you're very dedicated and skilled in terms of what it is that you're doing. You have this expertise about you, and it feels as though like this craftsmanship of yours has led to a reputation that is... It almost feels like you're being crafty behind the scenes. Like, you're very masterful, you're very disciplined and persistent in your efforts, very motivated, very... It almost seems like you're perfecting things in the background while everyone else is worried about things that are not very important. And when it also feels like when your environment is interrupted and your craft is not able to be fulfilled properly in these environments, you bring up moments of conflict or moments of corruption because you are unable to... Because information that you lack perhaps is preventing you from continuing your disciplined efforts, is what I heard. Very interesting. But definitely looks like you're going into some sort of new project, so that's really nice to hear. It also confirms that people are almost seeing your craft in a very like, almost like much needed, very authentic manner as well. And it also feels like you're very protected too. It feels as though like you're untouchable and people are just seeing you as someone who wants to work on their craft and do the best that they can. That's what I'm hearing. It feels very much work related or like hobby related of some kind. That's what I'm hearing here. Yeah. 5, 5, 10 might also be of significance as well. But yeah, somebody was trying to be very possessive in your energy, trying to have power plays, trying to put their... It's almost like ego battles. It's almost like I'm getting like... It's almost like they want to hold tight of their Four of Pentacles kind of vibe. But at the same time, it's like they have to let things go so that you can thrive and flourish within your mastery of this craft. But they don't want you to do that. It's almost as like they want to pretend that they love you and that they need you in their life. This could be a relationship too. It's almost as though like they don't see another way out other than keeping you hostage in this position. And it's like they tried to shower you with this falsehood of love, but it was really control, possessiveness. It also feels like people around you perhaps might want something that you have, and because they can't personally have it, they try to almost like claim you in some way, almost like take control of you. Interesting. It also feels like this has heartbroken you over the course of a period of time. It feels like many years. It doesn't feel like it's something that just is like the spur of the moment. It feels like you've been held hostage in this dilemma, this circumstance for a period of time, and you feel trapped. But the only way for you to remove these chains, remove these vines, these thorns around you, is to allow yourself to overcome the situation, be true to the situation. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so it feels as though you have to cut them off. Oh, wow, it almost feels like one of those like Medusa vibes where you have to cut them off by like the cut the snake, like cut him off by the head, or like something like that, something like a serpent with many heads or something like that. Where it also feels like with this digital closure that this might be like some remote environment, maybe some sort of cyber related environment or relationship, and you've had to almost like step away from certain things, step away from the emotional baggage that they've given you. It feels like you were able to speak up for yourself and now you have to let go. After you've blocked them off, after you've had your cold exit, after you've felt devalued for a period of time, and now you can finally like find your sense of abundance from within again, which is probably why this materialism card came out. Like the universe wants you to rekindle your self-worth again, is what it sounds like. Because you've been in this like devalued state for so long, people have not been giving you the spotlight and admiration that you deserve. But it looks to be like you're finally going to be able to reclaim that sense of self-worth. What other messages we have here? Yeah, stalking their socials. It also feels like these individuals are going to be secretly watching you, lurking, obsessed. Some of them might even be trying to find information on you, trying to figure out what it is that you have going on. It's almost as though they're going to try to send you messages, try to like send people to persuade you into certain directions as well. So just definitely be careful of that. Okay. But you're burning the bridge here. And that's a really beautiful sign to see, because it's almost as though you're letting go of the baggage that's not serving you anymore. And you're finally saying goodbye. Even though the relationship is unrepairable and there's no way to return, it feels as though you're finally going to be able to just let go from all of this, malicious gossip, malicious actions towards you, and just restore your reputation, your level of self-worth. Almost like have this like immediate cosmic correction of just like how people publicly view you come through. It's almost as though you're going to be able to build your own bridge. You're going to be able to expose these individuals for who they are while you cross over this bridge. And it's almost as though like you're crossing over the bridge as you burn it down, because it's like you're done with that sort of situation, and now you're finally going to be able to level up and protect yourself going forward. So yeah, those are all the messages that I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If this reading resonated, consider showing your support by subscribing, liking the video, and leaving a comment down below. Until next time, trust your path and let the universe work its magic.